Have you ever felt like time is moving fast or is moving extremely slow? Either or, it's a reason we need to get out here and achieve the dreams that we got in our mind. I know it sounds so cliche. Achieve the dreams, go for what you believe in. I know that sounds extremely cliche, but listen to my perspective and how I break it down, and I'm sure you'll look at it differently. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to embody the emotion of overcoming. I believe we all fight battles we hide from the world. My objective is to help you win those battles through perspective. Stay tuned. The real reason you should really pursue what you have in your mind is time is not on our side. This stuff moves so fast. Even though we may feel like in days that it moves slow, it moves extremely fast. But let me give an example. I want to tell a story about my best friend that passed away on a motorcycle. If you watch my other video, I broke down what all happened. But anyways, he was on my phone plan. He was on my phone playing with T-Mobile. And when he passed away, I ended up getting a chance to see his phone. And I seen that he was texting somebody that I'm on my way. He was at a bar. It was late at night. And he texted somebody, I'm on my way to come see you. And this girl said, okay. So I'm reading the text message and she's just going off. You know, it's about an hour later. Saying, I knew you wasn't going to come. You a liar. Delete my number. All this type of stuff. She's going off. She didn't know he was dead. She did not know he was no longer here. She assumed that he was just, forgetting about her or lying or spinning her. You know what I mean? So it hit me heavy. Because the next day I wake up, his alarm went off. His phone alarm went off saying, go hurry up and get to work. And I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. He had a day planned the next day. He had bills to do. He had bills due. He had rent to pay. He had people he was supposed to meet up with the next weekend. He had all these things in place. Because he thought he was going to be here to fulfill them. He thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and handle that tomorrow. Or I'm going to handle that the next day. What he didn't realize is that there was no next day for him. And that's what happened to us a lot. We be believing that we can handle something the next day. You know what? I'm going to handle that next week. I'm not going to think about that. Man, listen, I done had my uncle, my dad, my best friend, and my brother die. And they all had plans the next week, the next day, the next hour. Unfortunately, they will never get to do those plans. So I say the same thing to us while we living. You have these dreams, you have these aspirations, you have all these different types of things that you say, you know what, I'm going to put that off till tomorrow, or I'm going to do that later. It may not be a later, and even if it is, even if there is a later for you and you end up getting to it, you look at all the time wasted to get to that point. So I look at it like this. If you got a gift and you're able to turn that gift into something that can help people, and you procrastinate on that, you actually doing a disservice to the world. It's something that you're doing that people may need. And you feeling like I can do it tomorrow, I can do it the next day. There's plenty of people that feel that way. But as I said, if you know anybody or you have anybody that passed away, you know that it's a good possibility that it may not be a next week for you. So we have to change the way we look at these type of stuff. Why you should achieve your dreams. As I said, it sounds so cliche. Go after my dreams, go after this, go after that. But the reality of it is time is not guaranteed for none of us. So what are you going to do with the allotted time that you have? Because it's almost like a loan. Our time is like a loan. And then at one point, we got to pay that back in full. So what are we going to do with this loan money? What are we going to buy? How are we going to spend the time? What are we going to do? And that's something we have to think about. Because as I said, my friend had plans the next day. Too many times we second guess all the things that we trying to do. Whether somebody want to write a book, whether somebody want to paint a picture, whether somebody want to take pictures, whether somebody want to build some shoes, whatever your mind say you want to do, you get in a habit of pushing it off or second guessing yourself based upon what somebody else may think. Or feeling like I'm not good enough. Or who am I to do this? Or I don't know how to do, it's always all these excuses. But the reality of it is, it may help somebody. You just don't know. I was influenced by Muhammad Ali. I can't tell him. You never know who you're going to reach with your craft or your dreams and your missions and all that. You don't know who you're going to reach. And it doesn't matter. What matters is that you carry it out and build something. That's the only thing we can do. Try and build something within the little time that we got. Replicate ourselves within our craft. Paint that picture. Make that book. Write that book. Any of that. We have to proceed on it because, as I said, tomorrow is not promised. And too many times we get comfortable believing that it is. So at this moment, what are you trying to do? How do you create the plan to move forward? How do you eat the right foods to give you the nutrition and the energy to carry it out? How can you sleep the right amount of time to carry out what you're trying to do? But if you're happy doing what you're doing, okay, then continue. But what I'm saying is, if you got something that you want to build or create, why are we putting this off and making excuses for it? Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I cannot even stress that enough. And the thing that put it in most perspective for me is watching seeing my best friend pass away and looking at his phone and seeing all the text messages and people replying and what he had planned and seeing his notes. And I was just like, this is crazy. So what are we going to do? How are we going to carry it out? I hope I gave you a better perspective on time. And I look forward to seeing you carry out whatever you're going to do, because you just don't know who is going to reach or how it's going to reach them. Just like me doing this video. Some of you may love it. Some of you may dislike it. But my objective is to try my best to give you information that I got. I look forward to seeing the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy it. Thank you.